Hello everyone, my name is Lance090 and welcome to a new Let's Play series for Project Zomboid. I played this game a pretty long time ago, and it was still in early access back then. I think it wasn't very in-depth, and there wasn't too much to do, and it was kind of clunky as well. But it's been getting updated a lot, and I think it's even past release at this point. You can see it says version 39 here. So it was probably version 1 when it came out. That's just a guess, I don't know for sure. But there's a lot more content now, and I know like recently they added vehicles to the game. And apparently like the system for vehicles is extremely detailed, almost as detailed as is in Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. So I thought we'd take another look at this game and see if it's more enjoyable now than it used to be. I've done a few small runs here just to figure out what the controls were and everything, because it's not the most intuitive, I don't feel. But I think I'm starting to get a better understanding of it. But by no means, this isn't going to be like Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, where I can tell you everything that you should do to start the game. This is one where we're going to be floundering around quite a bit. Don't think I'm going to do any special scenarios or anything. I wonder what survival is exactly. Hardcore experience, no. One day. I think we really want to do these. These are just very difficult stuff, and you can see even here they have a really CDDA. This is inspired by the really bad day from the awesome, wonderful, must-play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. You're blind, drunk, and have a nasty cold. On top of all this, the house is on fire. Totally not your day. We're going to do our custom apocalypse here. As far as where we start, I don't really know. I've tried Rosewood and died extremely quickly. I tried Moldraw twice. Died once very quickly and another time not so quickly. So I guess we'll try West Point now. Riverside looks too just look at it, it looks very cookie cutter, so I don't feel like that's very exciting. I'm gonna take a look at West Point, I guess, this time. So let's set our sandbox options. There's only two choices here for zombie distribution, which is uniform and urban focus. It makes more sense for it to be urban focused. Normal zombie count. I almost want to take this down because there's like a fuck ton of zombies in this game. Way more than in Cataclysm. Starting month, I don't really like starting in the summer because it's really warm. And I don't know. Let's just start on July 4th. 4th of July, that makes sense, I feel. Locked houses, fine. A lot of settings, I don't really know if they're ones that I want to turn off or not. Can't make the... it's like only bright. I don't really want to make it bright, I'd just like it to be like maybe a little bit brighter, but that's not an option. Temperature I'm going to bring down to cold. Just because summertime really does suck. But even with this set to cold, it's been too hot, so I don't really know if that helps any. Almost speed's fine there. I don't know what days to 100% growth is. Just like plant growth? Not really erosion though. Don't really know what that means. So there's farming speed here, so I don't know what erosion speed would do exactly. I don't know. Nature's abundance. I want this to go up a little bit because earlier I did a run and we really needed all we needed was a branch. And the only way to get branches apparently is by foraging. You can't just find a branch on the ground even though you can see ones on the ground. They're just like not actually there, they're just visual things. I'm gonna bring that up to abundant because I foraged several times and didn't get anything. I'd like to increase that a little bit. Generators, that's fine. Safe houses. Corpse removal. Number of in-game hours. 4 zombie corpses are automatically removed from the map. 2 hours. Oh, normal, that's fine. That's fine. Wonder if I want to turn on the starter kit, because I've just been having problems of like not having anything. For example, the last game, which I lasted the longest on, I'd occasionally find a weapon. The weapon would break pretty quickly because there's very little weapon endurance in this game. And then I get stuck with no weapon, so I'd look up how to make a weapon, and I'd need the sticks, which we couldn't gather because we didn't have the foraging skills to get them, I guess. And the only way we get foraging skills would be finding books, but the books are guarded in houses by tons and tons of zombies, which we need a weapon to get through. So it was kind of like I couldn't progress just because I didn't have anything. So I'm thinking maybe give myself a starter kit. I don't know what's going to be in this, but I kind of want to see it. I'll turn this off just because it doesn't seem important. Vehicles are fine. Zombie lore. I'm going to... What the scheme does is it doesn't tell you if you get infected. It's not like Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead where it says you're infected. Cataclysm, there's like, it's very difficult to cure getting infected. Like even our huge tutorial series that's going on, I don't think we have any antibiotics if we actually got like super infected. We can deal with like an initial wounding infection, but we don't have a way to actually cure the disease. And this one, it won't even tell you you're infected. Your character just starts dying. And I even set it to be like several days, but I still died in like 5 hours. So I don't really like this game's infection system, so I'm gonna turn it off. Reanimate time, I'm gonna make days. No. I'd want something in between this. I'd like to be like 1 day, but there isn't an option for that. Memory, I like that to be a little bit shorter. Like their sight to be a little bit poorer. Said I'm not good at this game. I'm not making it ultra easy, I'm just making it a little bit easier. I want no zombie respawns. They respawn in this game, it's not a static spawn. When the population reaches its peak. I don't really want... I don't know how it does this if they can't spawn more. I think with this being set to 0, it'll change everything else, but I want to make sure that zombies aren't respawning at all. Migration is disabled. I don't want them to just move to spaces just because they're empty. It's okay if they're just wandering around, but I don't want them to see oh, the player has killed all the zombies in this area, so I'm going to send them there. That's not, I don't like it when the game has meta information like that. $7.60. All those sound systems. Size of groups, real zombies when idle. 0 means zombies don't form groups. Zombies don't form... Groups don't form inside buildings or in forest zones. Again, this is like, if they naturally drift together, that's okay. But I don't want them to purposely rally together. Like, that's not fair. Let's bring this to like 5. That'll kind of be what I kind of want, is just if they're actually really close, they can group. But if they're not close, I don't want them to really group. Rally group separation. Be pretty spread out. Close members of a group will stay to the group's leader. Alright. Let's see, let's save this. Easier. Hopefully that'll solve a lot of my problems. I really wish there was an option to increase weapon durability, because that's just really dumb. I've never really liked weapon durability. My survivor was female and she did pretty well. I don't think it matters, but best so you don't get too hot, because it's very hot in the start. I think the pants will basically offset that. Dark green, huh? That. Red hair, next. Right, so as far as this goes, foraging ended up being important. I also think that just raw strength may help. Not convinced some of the crafting is exactly the most critical. Never really had a chance to do item maintenance. Park Ranger almost seems pretty good. Cost points though, huh? Don't really care about trapping though. Having better fitness would also be pretty decent. I think we'll just do unemployed and get our own traits here. So looking through these, hearing didn't seem to be an actual problem. Kind of like in Cataclysm, like the hearing doesn't. It's more useful here because it's actually directional and stuff. But it seems like I could still hear things well enough. Seem to have been doing okay in that longer run with weak stomach. I got nausea on my other one when I had this on, and I got confused if it was because I ate something or if it was because I contracted zombieism, but I'm pretty sure it was because I contracted the zombieism. Sleepy is fine. I don't think there was really anything else here that was like I can deal with. Can't quite exploit it as well as you can the Cataclysm one. Fast learner I think is pretty good, just so we level up faster. 11 points. I could like. Foraging would be nice. I wish that it was like Cataclysm, where you could pick an occupation on one page, traits on another one, and skill points on another one. It's not. It's all in the same menu. Like, I can't just pick skills that I want. Being strong, you could really make an argument for that. I think I'm going to do Brawler, so we're a little bit better with weapons. This one might be pretty good. Dexterous is pretty good. Dexterous and Fast Reader, or I can get this one. Or I can get rid of Brawler. Remove Brawler. Thinking about conspicuous. Yeah. Good enough. Nothing I can do at that last point, unfortunately. Unless there was a class that only costs 1 point, but probably not, huh? They're the end times. There is no hope of survival. Yeah, it's always my hope with this game that it would be like a 3D isometric version of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. My practiced playthroughs, though, it doesn't quite pan out that way. It's close. Closer than other survival games. As I find the interface is just a bit clunky. Alright. Here's our home. We're in an actual house this time. Last time I started in, at least we got some books here, that's nice. Lots of good books there for us. Lots and lots of good books for us, actually. Last time I started in a trailer park, it was stupid. Shoes and vests. What we're really hoping for is that we have some kind of weapon in the house, but I don't think we do. Get stuck with a butter knife. Get stuck with a spoon, even. Be just awful, but... Kitchen knife, alright, that's good enough. Good enough for me. Frying pan's also okay, but if we don't have to use a frying pan, I'd rather keep it for actual cooking. So I will put this garbage bag as a secondary. Put stuff in the garbage bag, as long as we have a one-handed weapon. And it gives us a slight weight reduction, I believe. it doesn't add, or it adds space, but it also adds weight reduction. So it's not like Cataclysm where, it's basically the opposite of Cataclysm, where Cataclysm you have the, being limited by volume, and this one you're actually limited a lot more by the weight. Very annoying. So just getting a backpack won't help you actually, because the bigger problem is usually the weight. Lower the opacity on this. Let's see. Options, display. Chat transparency. See a transparency for other windows though. Inventory font size and stuff, but alright. Oh, I'm in scenery mode, standard. Standard mode's kind of washed out. I think I'm gonna have to do game mode's a little weird too. Theater mode, perhaps. Help me see a bit better. Alright, so fighting zombies in this game is a lot harder than it is in like Cataclysm. First of all, we can't just bash a locker open with a rock, use the rock to on the pipe in order to make a crowbar, and then have a very decent weapon that we can kill most things with. In this one, you're just kind of stuck with whatever you get lucky with, and it's probably going to break after just a couple fights. So we can fight like one zombie at a time right now. We can't fight. I get stuck with 3. And they make a lot of noise when they see, like, I killed that one, we instantly had a couple more on us. So it's kind of like all of them are screamer zombies. We also have line of sight, so we have to... I think stabbing weapons like the kitchen knife do like a ton of damage. It's not... Normally you're stuck with like a frying pan or a baseball bat and they won't die. The problem is the range on this is really low, so it's a lot easier for me to get bit. Yeah, they're dying in like one shot, which is... Oh, see, there's like a whole horde in there, so now I can't do anything about that because that's too many. Those ones from the street might aggro. Surprised we didn't get hit there, actually. See, we have line of sight, so I have to spin around sometimes. But the bad hearing, that is like one issue that we have, is things can just come right up on us. Like I killed one, and they all come. It's exactly like I said, it's like each one of them is like a screamer zombie. Right, well, whatever. Character gets panicked when they see zombies too. I don't know exactly what panic does. Oh, our knife broke. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, is weapons break very, 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 very quickly. What? Well, we started with weapons because of the starter pack that we got. I forgot that we picked that. Normally you won't have anything. Yeah, you have to smash their bodies. It's annoying when you're fighting more than one because you can't. Of course, they get behind you and you can't see them. As you can see, the spaceball bat's not getting the kills quickly as the other one. And yeah, sometimes they'll stumble forward. Stop. I don't know why sometimes I can't get the smash. Got a backpack. And, oh, we started with one? Okay, I guess we started with one. I didn't realize we started with one. I don't need the garbage back yet, but I... put anything extra in the bag because of the weight reduction. I realized we started with a backpack. This is annoying. I'm making the game look easy now, and it was not easy earlier. Nope, not dead. That banging noise is a zombie that's nearby. Probably past this door here. Clear out the broken glass like Cataclysm. Kill him with pencils. I can be John Wick. We may have to, depending on what happens. This, grab that. Really make sure that when I'm doing that, I'm in the backpack first. Now the backpack selected, it should automatically, like... I don't know if I should be looting radios for batteries or anything. Train coming too, so I may have to mute the microphone. Bedroom here, but I don't know how to get in it. Normal hiking bag, weight reduction of 70. Have to do some hot swapping of items to get that. Got many zombies over there, we can't kill all those, but we just got through them. Hard to break that window. Damn it, they broke that window. And die. Somehow my house got infested with zombies. That's annoying that all my windows got broken out. We're probably gonna have to find a different house to live in, because this one doesn't have any cheats on the windows. Doesn't have any. Doesn't have a second floor. Broken windows. They're probably just gonna all plow through. I don't know if a wallet's even helpful. Credit card. That could be useful, I suppose. Hey, a map. But it just put my cursor here just because that's the center. It's not actually going to tell me exactly where I'm starting here. Find some kind of marker to go by. Keep killing zombies. It's not really slow burn of experience, man. Trying to sling slow because in the tutorial it said swinging slow does more damage. Bridge. This, just my... Oh, this could go in, huh? Take. Equip the bag somehow. Production is 60 with 15 capacity. Zombie though. Drink from the faucets. The water, unlike Cataclysm, the water and power is on at the start of the game. So that's helpful, at least. Get the local area decently secured, at least. That would be... There's this huge horde now. Could be a problem for a while. Off TVs and stuff, so they don't make noise. Or if I can smack her while she's climbing in the window. Sorta. Hoping that maybe I could do extra damage while she's climbing through. Grab multiple keys and put them on your key ring, which is cool. batteries. More often, actually, I haven't thought of doing that before. Stripping the batteries out so I have them. So we have the map. Put our back to a wall just so I see things coming up on me. Ouch, 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 ouch. Like this four-way intersection. Hoping that I could like notice it on the map, but couldn't really exactly call it out. Approaching some kind of main street. Yeah, it's weird that he just walked in there right then. There's like nothing happening here, like not really a reason he should be trying to get in here. Games do things like that. It tells me that the game may be meta. It tells the zombies, hey, the player was in this spot. Go try to screw them over. The cat in the hat bat thing. Bat's gonna break soon, I'm sure. But at the most inopportune time. I bashed that out. Why did these two come over here and then suddenly lose interest? Hit the other one. Banging away. Front door. Oh, excuse me. I think the paperclip's useful. Could be wrong. We're way over time for this video. Hope you all enjoyed and have a good day.